I apparently don't have any clean flat brushes up here. Oh, hello again, God. It's me, the woman that didn't clean her brushes. Hey y'all, it's your girl Nida and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have got a bop or flop review, and today's review is on the new So Body Face and Body Satin Bronzer. Satin bronzer. I feel like this is like the summer of bronzers. Everybody has come up with a bronzer. ABH, Kylie extended her shade range of bronzers. You've got So Body releasing a satin bronzer. Elf and their putty bronzer, which I did a review on, so click the eye above if you'd like to check that out. Everybody and their grandmother has come out with a bronzer right now, and I'm living for it. I'm actually really living for it. So this comes in 7 shades and retails for $16, which is actually not a bad price point considering how big of a damn container you get for this. Like, excuse me. I kind of wish this came in a pump, but maybe that might be excessive. You guys know I love things that come in pumps. But you get 3 fluid ounces. This is 88 milliliters of product. You get a lot of product. This is hefty for $16. This is really good. I got the shade Dark. I believe in the putty bronzer, I also got the shade Dark. So I was like, let me just keep the theme going here with the Dark. This came out, I believe, earlier this month. I'm just kind of backed up on reviews because I've been running around chasing a 5-year-old around my house. She's a joy, but also, damn, this is why I only have a dog and no children of my own. This smells like coconuts. That smells nice. Okay, so this is a face and a body bronzer. It is also a satin formula. I don't think I've ever tried a satin formula bronzing product. I don't believe I have. I have tried satin foundations. So it's not supposed to dry down matte. It's just supposed to dry down to more like a comfortable like wear type of deal. So as you guys see, I have my foundation on. I'm wearing a mix between the Morphe Filter Effect foundation and the Rare Beauty foundation. I have reviews for both of those foundations on my channel. I'll leave an eye above for both of those reviews. So face is on. I already have powdered my under eyes. I decided not to powder my whole face because since this is a satin bronzer, I didn't want to put a powder and then put this on top of that. So I'm going to powder and set my whole face after I put this on. So my mouth is creasing because I'm talking, and let's get into putting this bronzer on. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on my back of my hand here, and I'm gonna use my finger to apply this, which I've seen some people just put the whole thing on their face, and that's what dark looks like. And I'm kind of worried because I'm like, did I get too dark of a shade? So I feel like that's way too much on my finger. So just gonna go in and put this where I normally would put my bronzers. So I'm gonna take my sponge here and I'm just going to buff this out. It buffs out to a pretty light, airy consistency. It goes on really smooth. Like, oh, it's pretty subtle. Like, I feel like this isn't a super heavy bronzer by any means. I feel like this is pretty subtle. Some more. I think I might have even been able to go a shade down. I think I probably could have went not shade down. I could have went a shade up. I could have went a little darker for a little bit more drama, because this is more like a subtle, warm bronze, and I like that. I like that a lot. I like that it blends out very smooth, no harsh lines, just a nice little warmth on the face, and that's nice. I like that. That's nice. Let's see if I can take some of this down my nose. I like how soft it blends down to. Like, I feel like this would be really great. Like, they do say this is face and body. I feel like this would be really great on the body. I will say, if you are buying this just for your face, this is a lot of product to go through just for your face, unless you're planning on using this every day nonstop. For me, I definitely see myself using this. I could try some body bronzing, but I'd have to learn how, because I know nothing about body bronzing as of right now. But this is nice. I like that. It's pretty subtle. Let me get some powder on the rest of my face. I wonder if I can go over this a little bit more right now after I powdered and see how that blends out. Kind of curious. Or maybe, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it after let me mist my face like I normally would, and then add a little bit more, because then my face is still going to be a little wet. Just adding a little bit more while the face is still just a little damp from my spray. And I think that's building up and giving me the color. Yeah, it's giving me the extra warmth back that I wanted after powdering my face. Yes. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. It's very subtle. Very, very subtle. So I'm going to finish the rest of my face off camera. And finished look. I just threw on some lashes and some gloss. For lashes, I am wearing the Cream Shop 3D foam mink lashes in the style T. These are actually a very, very pretty lash. I like them a lot. For gloss, I am wearing the Makeup Forever Color Artist pencil in the shade Limitless Brown to line my lips. Then I went over the center with some Colourpop So Juicy Gloss in the shade Princess Cut. And then on top of that, I went in with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Cinnamon Roll, which we all know is a cult classic. So happy to see Cinnamon Roll back. And yeah, that is it for like face, mascara, lashes. That's about it. Final thoughts on the body bronzer, on the face and body bronzer. I like this. I like this a lot. I think it blended out really nice. I like that it's a satin finish. I didn't go back over it with any more powder, and it actually looks pretty good. It dries down well enough to where I don't feel like it's gonna move around because it is not a matte finish. I just set my face with the Morphe Continuing Setting Mist. This is one of my favorite setting sprays, and that's about it. And it looks pretty good. I like how it looks on the nose. I'm just gonna give myself a little nose definition, you know, build the nose that I don't have because my nose bridge is so flat. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I like it. I like the shade. I like how warm it is. If you're somebody looking for a more cooler tone bronzer, I don't think this would be for you, because all of the shades seem to be a little bit more on the warm side, which for me, I love a warm tone bronzer because I have warm undertones. So I don't mind a warm tone bronzer. It's no problem for me. But if you are particular and you don't want a warm tone bronzer, I don't think this is for you. This is a really big package. This is a lot of product to just only use on your face. And I understand why they gave you so much, because it's dual purpose. It's supposed to be for the face and body. If they only made it for the face, they probably would have put it in something smaller like this. You know, they would put it in a smaller tube, so that way you really only have to worry about, you know, using it on your face, and you don't have to feel the pressure of going through the product very, very quickly. A little goes a long way, so this will definitely last you a long time if you are using it on the face and body. So yeah, for the face alone, I wouldn't suggest buying this big old tube unless you're planning on this being your sole bronzing product. If this is the only bronzer you're gonna have, sure, by all means, go ahead. If you're gonna buy a bunch of other bronzers like me, you gonna have to find a way to keep this in rotation just to get through the entire bottle, because it is a big bottle. This is a hefty amount of product. I think I'm definitely gonna see if I could try it out on the body, learn to do some body bronzing and see how I like that. But yeah, it's 3 fluid ounces of product for $16. I will say for the size and the amount of product you get for the price, it's actually a really, really good deal. And Soul Body products are actually pretty good. It has the typical Soul Body scent, which is that kind of like coconutty tropical scent. It's not overpowering. Once it goes on the face, you really don't smell it at all. But yeah, it doesn't smell like it's vegan, cruelty free, paraben free, phthalate free, and mineral oil free. Yeah, I think this is pretty nice. It does say to get the kabuki brush with it, but I didn't do that because you don't really need it. I applied it with my fingers and then blended it down with a sponge, which is also another way of application that it says on the back here, a sponge or a brush. And yeah, I think this is nice. I'm definitely gonna try using this when I attempt to do like the under bronzing, you know, when like you put on like your concealer and then you do your blush and your bronzer and then you put your foundation all on top of that. I'm gonna attempt to do that, and I'm gonna use this when I do it because I think this would be a really good product to do that, because it is a cream product and it's satin finish. I think this would be a really good thing to use for that. If anybody wants to see a video of me attempting to do that, let me know and I will make sure to film that when I go ahead and try it. So yeah, that is it. It's a bop for me, but like I said, if you're only going to be using it on your face, I say pass on this one and get the balm. It's in a smaller container. You get less product, but still enough to use it only on your face. You don't have to feel the pressure of getting through it like super quickly because it will last a long time. And yeah, but other than that, this is a bop for me. So body, I'm loving it. I'm loving that this summer has been like the summer of bronzers. Like you had Color Rain came out of bronzer, Elf did the bronzer putty bronzer. You've got Kylie extending her bronzer shade options. You've got ABH coming out with a putty bronzer of their own. Excited for that. I ordered it already and it should be here within like the week or next week. Super excited for that. I love it. I love bronzers. Like I remember a time when finding a bronzer for my shade was really hard. So seeing all these options, I'm like, ooh, I want that and I want that and I want that. Give me all the bronzers. That's all I want. I just want to be a bronze mommy for summer. Is that so hard? Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. In the description box will be links to all the products used in today's video, as well as links to all my socials. Follow your girl on Instagram, Twitter, as well as the Facebook page for this channel. Make sure to click the bell down below so that way you can always be notified whenever I upload. Your girl is uploading on Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesday at 7 p. EST and Saturday at 3:30 p. EST. And for anybody that is new here, welcome all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you don't see me on a Wednesday, you'll probably see me on a Thursday. And if you don't see me on a Saturday, you might see me on a Sunday. Such is life. Such is life when you're trying to make content and get it up on time. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.